Honestly, I kind of put off making this video because of this question.
It's a new day. Sing.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for this video. I feel like I say that every single time, but it's true. Why would I make a video that I'm not excited about? So I've seen for the longest time that people have been doing these like reacting to your assumptions about me videos, and I've wanted to do it for so long, and so I'm finally doing it. This is about to get serious and fun. Okay, the first assumption is you'll move to Canada once you are married. Kind of true, kind of not true. So in the beginning of our marriage, right after we get married, we will be living in New Zealand for a bit, but then yes, we do plan on ending up in Canada eventually. We don't know if that will be a year, 2 years, we're not sure, but I've always wanted to live in North America and I really enjoyed going to Canada, so Josh and I both really want to end up there. This one is, you love Kaylee a lot. Yes, Kaylee, I love you a lot. Okay, here is a very juicy one. This assumption says you are not a virgin. It's very similar to another assumption I got that says you lost your virginity to Josh. No, I have not yet lost my virginity to Josh or to anyone. That's something that I decided from a young age I was going to save until marriage. So yeah, I'll only lose my virginity to Josh on our wedding night. So yeah, this feels really awkward. This one was really sweet. This one says, I assume you're very kind-hearted and look after those around you. I'd like to think that's true. You'll have to ask my family and friends. Yeah, I hope it's true. This one says you want babies as soon as possible. Okay, that could not be further from the truth. Josh and I both want kids one day. One day. You are a very gorgeous and confident person and care little about other people's opinions. That's also such a nice one. Thank you, first of all. And caring about other people's opinions. I care about the people's opinions close to me, but if it's a stranger, like just on Instagram commenting something like mean or DMing me something quite rude, like I really don't care. Like I laugh it off and then delete the message. You're going to have a big wedding. Also not true. A lot of these are about my relationship, but that's cool. I like talking about my relationship. We're not having a very big wedding. We're having people coming from the United States, Canada, Australia, and South Africa, and then a bunch of people will be from New Zealand because that's where the wedding will be. So we're more like focusing on like catering for all those people coming from like overseas and far distances to be here more than just like inviting a whole bunch of people. I assume that you love attention. I feel like this person might have meant something by that, but honestly you're right. Like like I'm not gonna front, like I do like attention. I like having attention. I don't think that I do things to seek attention, like in negative ways or anything like that. But you know, if someone wants to give me their attention, I love that. Somebody assumed about me that I'm against gay marriage. And I kind of put off making this video for like a few days because of this question. Because I didn't really know how to word it or how to answer it, but I didn't just want to not answer it. Short answer, yes, I am against gay marriage. Long answer, I'm not against gay people. I'm not against anyone in the LGBTQ community at all. Like, I will be friends with anyone and accept anyone for wherever they're at. I actually have great compassion for people who have struggled, you know, with their sexual identity or gender identity. I really do have a lot of compassion for those people. However, I am a Christian, and I do believe with all my heart that the Bible and what it says is the Word of God, and that God created a man for a woman and a woman for a man because there's some things in a man that a man needs that can only be fulfilled by a woman. I just believe that that's the beauty of how God created humans, and I think that that's shown through like character differences. That's a generalization. I mean, like, not all guys are the same and not all girls are the same, obviously, but as an overall generalization, like emotionally, men and women complement each other together, and also biologically, a man and a woman is how you produce a child, and I just believe that it was made that way for the two opposites to come together. If you are watching this and you are in the LGBTQ community, like, I love you. I honestly have absolutely nothing against you. I know that it might feel offensive that I'm speaking out against gay marriage, but please just respect the fact that that's my religion and that is what I'm convicted on, but it doesn't mean that I'm not like supportive of you as an individual. Alright, this one's a little bit more lighthearted. This one says, I assume that you are amazing at all accents. Okay, well, I can do a few accents. I don't know if I'm very good at it. I feel like I can do Josh's accent really well, the Canadian/American accent. Hey guys, what's up? My name's Alicia and I'm from Vancouver and I totally love it here. I just love going to the mall and hanging out with my friends. It's just, yeah, there's so much to do here. I really love it. I feel like maybe I can do an Irish accent. Let me try. What are you doing? Was that Scottish or Irish? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no, I can't. Okay, I can't do that one. I think I can do a British accent. There's one sentence I can say in an Australian accent. Because when I was in Brisbane, I was like walking around the shops and then I heard this girl say this one sentence to this other girl and it stuck with me, and so now I can say it in that, like, you know, Queensland Australian accent, and it's like, it's not that I'm scared of her, it's that I hate her. I freaking love that line. But then, yeah, I can do a South African accent because I'm South African and I live with South African parents. Hello everybody, my name is Alicia Swanepoel and I come from South Africa. I was born in Port Elizabeth. Very lovely place. I absolutely love the boardwalk, and yes, I'm very happy to be here. This one says that you're a great encouragement to others and kind to all. Again, I'd love to believe that that's true. I hope it's true. We'll have to ask someone close to me. Okay, here's another more serious one. You believe sharing Christianity is more important than Indigenous cultural survival. Okay, I thought a lot about this one. At first I didn't understand it. You might not fully understand it as well. So I messaged the girl and I asked her to just like give more context to what the assumption meant. She said, over history, we have seen the colonization of cultures in the name of God or the church. Our own country is a prime example of this within history, however it still happens. Māori culture was almost wiped out and their own belief systems trampled on by a nation who believed that spreading the word of God was more important than letting these cultures survive. I thought about this a lot. So in my first year of studying at university, I had to do a paper on intercultural communication. And a big part of that we learned about was cultural identity. And not just cultural identity, but the different types of identity that a person can have. Their gender identity, religious identity, cultural identity, all different types of identities. A religious identity and a cultural identity are two different things. A lot of cultures can share a common religious belief a lot of the time, but they're not exclusive to one another. You can be from America and not be a Christian. You can be from the Middle East and not be a Muslim. Your religion is not always intertwined aligned with your culture. By the settlers introducing Christianity to the Māoris, that didn't mean that they had to forsake their culture completely. It just meant that they had to, not had to, but the settlers, the Christian settlers, wanted to share the gospel with them so that they would take on new religious beliefs, not necessarily leave their culture. There are a lot of Māoris in my church that I go to, and their culture is strong, and my church massively supports them. We often sing Māori songs for worship at my church, and they often use their instruments to worship God and do karakias, that's prayers in Māori. The Māori culture is really celebrated in my church alone, and I know that there'll be other churches that celebrate it as well. These Māoris are just clear examples that you can have your religious views and your cultural views both coexisting perfectly fine, and a lot of Māoris will actually argue that God was the foundation of Māori culture and religion back in the day. This one says you have a secret tattoo. Well, Mom, Dad, cover your eyes now. Okay. No, I don't. I don't have a tattoo. I've thought about getting a tattoo a few times, but I can never decide on an idea. So I might have one in the future, might not. I don't really know. It's not something I really think about. That you don't care about skin color even when you come from a country where race is an issue. 100% right. I do not care about skin color at all. Actually have a lot to say about this topic, but I'll try and keep it short. I think that a lot of the time people are so sensitive about skin color. Like if someone were to say, oh, which one is Johnny? And you were to say, oh, Johnny's the African American boy. A lot of the time people will be like, oh my gosh, you just pointed at him and said he's African American. Yeah, because he is, and it's a beautiful thing. That's actually that's a beautiful thing that he's African American, and I feel like it is okay to acknowledge people's differences in their skin color and in their races and celebrate them. And it's not something that we need to be like, oh, I don't see color, everyone looks the same. No, everyone looks different, and it's beautiful. Asians don't look like Indians, and Indians don't look like Africans, and Africans don't look like Europeans. Everyone looks different, and it's so beautiful. I don't think that we have any reason to be racist towards another race and to discriminate against them and treat them poorly because of their skin color at all. Hence why I'm in an interracial relationship and stoked about it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you want to get to know me better, you can follow me on Instagram, or even DM me on Instagram, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel or check out some of my other videos. I hope your quarantine is going well, and that you guys are staying home, social distancing, and making the most of this time. I love you guys very much. God bless you. Mwah.